Oh goodness, oh good. Why is that happening to my ear? Sir. Hello? Ridge? Oh God, Lord Jesus, oh. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about my 2021 goals. So I wanted to make this video because I'm not normally a goal person. I don't normally write them down each year. And after last year, I just figured it's time to try something different and write down some goals. So I wanted to make this video for you guys because I wanted to potentially inspire someone to go after their goals, write them down, and just be more intentional. And I also kind of wanted to hold myself accountable by making this video so that I actually can accomplish these goals. But anyway, I thought this would be a fun video to kind of give you guys some insight on what my plans are for the year and some things that I'm striving for. So if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe down below. So when it came to writing my goals this year, I took some time. The end of 2020, as I'm sure it was for everybody, was just such a crapshoot. And I had some time to reflect and figure out what was really important to me and what I wanted to accomplish for the year. I wanted to start that off by writing down my goals. When I was in college as an athlete, and if you're new to this channel and you don't know, I was a gymnast at the University of Alabama, and we always would have these sort of like speakers come in, and one of the talks that we had was about writing your goals down. It's X amount more likely to happen, right? So, and I never really kind of gotten into it, and then this year I was like, you know what? These are some really big goals that I want to accomplish. Let me write them down just to test the theory, okay? So I was like kind of going through TikTok, and I was seeing all these people say, hey, write your goals down by breaking it down into sections and categories, which is what I did. So I had initially planned on making like a whole like vision board, but I just like had so many other things that I was worrying about that like sitting down and like making a collage was just not on the top of the list. So what I did was I just went into my notes and I just wrote down 2021 goals, and I just like listed it into different categories. So I have it, my categories are spirituality, physicality, business, personal, and academic. So I broke it down into those categories because it just kind of seemed a little bit more concise. And I only picked about 2 or 3, maybe 4 things that I wanted to like write in each category, so it didn't seem like overwhelming and super unattainable. So without further ado, let's just get into some of the highlighted points. I won't go into all of them because some of them are pretty personal and things that I don't feel really comfortable with sharing yet. So I am very new in my walk with faith, and after the ending of last year, it kind of gave me a really big kick in the butt, you know, come to Jesus sort of situation, and I have decided to make it much more of a priority than I had been making it in the last year. One of my like super attainable goals is to attend virtual church every Sunday. So I would listen to church, like virtual church sermons here and there, kind of like, you know, when I had time, and I wouldn't necessarily designate it to Sunday. And even though I don't think that church can just be watched on Sunday, it just kind of like sets the tone to where I'm watching it in real time with everybody else, and then I kind of feel like I'm staying on pace with everyone, and it also kind of just holds me accountable, and it's part of my schedule. So I'm a big schedule kind of girl, and that really helps me. But that is something that I want to accomplish this year, which is to attend church virtually. And if I don't get it to every Sunday, if I'm like busy or I can't attend it, that I at least listen to the sermon later on, whether that be through podcasts or online. So if you have any good churches that you really like their virtual sermons, or I'm sorry, services, please leave them in the comments down below because I'm in search for some good ones. So yeah, definitely comment down below which ones are your favorite. And then moving on to the physical, like I said earlier, I was an athlete for many, many years, and the last like 2 years I've kind of given myself a break. I will go through like peaks where I work out really hard, and then there's like really long spans of time that I don't do anything. So I'm kind of in the very long span of not doing anything, and I would like to change that in 2021 because I have just some ailments that I'm still struggling with, and being more physically in shape helps my pain tolerance. So if I feel like my back is hurting really bad, as long as my core is pretty strong, I don't feel as much pain. So one of my goals is to move my body at least 3 times a week. So I don't want to put pressure on myself to work out 5 days a week or to hit a certain amount of workouts or to do a certain type of intensity when it comes to my workouts, but just like moving my body is something that I really want to strive for this year, and 3 times a week seems pretty attainable. And that could be going for a walk, that could be doing yoga, that could be stretching, rolling, but just to kind of give myself like a baseline instead of saying like, oh, I want to look like an Instagram model, like fitness model by June is just kind of like crazy to me. So, and I know I just won't stick with it. So that's just kind of one of my goals, is to move my body. And then a superficial goal is to kind of get my abs back, to kind of have more definition, but I'm not really putting too much pressure on myself to look a type of way. I just want to be healthy and active and let my body feel good. All right, so moving on to the business category. This one has a lot more bullet points, but they're kind of all wrapped into one. So the first one is to obviously sort of solidify what my career endeavors are. So at the moment, I've been kind of researching a bunch of different industries, working in different industries, and kind of figuring out how I can take all of those things and make them into something that I really, really enjoy and make it sort of my own. And so that's something that I really want to solidify in 2021. I know that's kind of vague, but I can't really share all of it right now. And then another part of that is to also grow my Instagram and my YouTube channel. So one of my attainable goals is to get my YouTube channel monetized. And I'm putting that out there, and I'm saying that because I really want it to happen. And if clicking on my video is gonna get me there, if subscribing to my channel is gonna get me there, I don't think anybody really knows how much that means to people. I know people say it all the time that, you know, we really appreciate you supporting people. I just think that clicking on the button, so if you haven't already, please don't forget to click that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, because it really supports my channel. And that's just a goal of mine, is to get it monetized. And they have certain requirements, and I want to hit the ground running and really produce some great content for you guys, because I've always loved YouTube. I've said that many times on my channel. Yeah, that's the goal, is to monetize my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel and you don't know, I am an actor, and I have been acting for about a year or so now. So one of my other goals is to book an acting role. And I know that sounds like kind of like, oh, only one, but it's a lot harder than you think. And I just want to make sure that that stays a priority, because it can kind of fall by the wayside when you're busy doing things here, you're busy doing things here, and you're getting auditions late at night. You kind of have to prioritize that and keep it at the front of your mind so you can continuously work towards it. So that's something that is a goal of mine. Obviously, those kinds of things are out of my control. I can't, no matter how much I work, doesn't mean that I'll actually book something, but it is a goal that I'm okay with striving for, even though I don't have much of a say-so in whether or not it'll come true. All right, so moving on to the academic category. I don't know why I named it this, but I guess it's because it's the things that I want to learn. So 2 of the things that I want to learn are my knife skills. I mentioned this in a vlog where I was like making a salad, and I said that I really wanted to get more proficient in my knife skills. So I don't know if that's going to take practice, if I'm going to have to like watch something or learn some new techniques that way, but that's just like a random skill that I would love to learn this year, is to just be a little bit more like chefy with my knife skills. And then another thing is that I want to become more proficient in speaking Italian. If you don't know, my name is Angelina Giancroce, which is definitely very Italian. My dad is from Italy. He speaks Italian, and we didn't learn it growing up, but I've picked up on things here and there. I took it in high school, and I took a class in college, and I just never really got all the way into it. So I want to make it a priority to study it, learn it, speak it more inside my home, and use whatever resources I can, whether that's an app, Rosetta Stone, joining a little group on Facebook or something. So that is a goal of mine, is to just become more fluent in Italian. All right, and the final category is my personal stuff. So like I mentioned, some of the things I'm not going to share. I'm just going to pick the ones that are like, I don't know, the ones that are not as like super deep and like personal, because if they don't happen this year, that's okay. But they're just sort of things that I'm not really comfortable with sharing yet, because they're not even at the point to where they could come true yet. But anyway, so one of them that is super attainable is that I want to curse less. And if you know me, you know that that's not something I would normally say. I do have quite the vocabulary. But I do want to sort of keep it to a minimum this year and just learn to articulate my feelings better than I already do. Even though I don't think there's anything wrong with cursing, I just kind of want to keep it to a minimum because I found myself starting to slip up in front of people that I don't want to say those words in front of. So I just kind of want to get a better handle on it. And I just, you know, obviously don't want to cuss on my YouTube channel, but if it comes out, like, I don't want to feel like, oh my God, that's so bad. There's nothing wrong with cussing. I just want to sort of keep it at a minimum, and I just think it's kind of an easy little goal. I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect, but I just want to curse less. Not at all, just less. Another thing is that I want to do more artistic activities. So I feel like I'm a very creative person, but I'm more like the mental / visual creative. So I know what I want, I know how it should look, and the ideas come very easily to me. It's the sort of artistic, like physically artistic things. Like, I don't have very good penmanship. I can't draw. I've never really painted anything, maybe in like kindergarten, which I don't really think even counts. And crafty things like don't come naturally to me. So I want to get better at those and to do those more. I have like this vision that I would like love to make all of the artwork in my home, artwork that I created, but I don't want it to be ugly. You see what I'm saying? So that is something that I want to dabble in a little bit more this year and sort of get my creativity flowing from my brain out into my fingertips and onto something tangible. The last goal, which I'm not gonna say what the goal is, but it's a very big goal. Very big goal. And it is something that I have been thinking about for the last 2 years, and I just wanted to announce that I started working on it and getting some plans in motion the other day. So I'm just very proud of that. And it's only like the first week of 2021, so I'm really pumped. But it is like the biggest goal that I have, and there's just a lot that goes into this, and I just can't like get too excited about it yet, but it is a very, very big goal, and one day you guys will know about it. Yeah, so it's a big goal. I know I can't really share it, so it's probably annoying to hear that, but it is something very, very big, and I'm very excited that we're taking the small steps to accomplish it. Did I forget one? So another business goal that I forgot to mention was savings. And I want to do another video that's a little bit more in depth on what my goal is for my savings this year, what I am planning on not spending money on, and what are some of the things that I'm going to do to reach my savings goal. So I would love to make a video about that. If that's something that you're interested in, please leave it in the comments down below. I really think that people our age, if you're in like the 18 to 27, 28 year range, I don't know how well college prepared us for finances and like the real world and how things really work. Some people who are the accounting majors and, you know, the really business savvy people, you probably aren't interested in something like that. But for the people who maybe don't have, you know, entrepreneurial parents or didn't learn those sorts of things and didn't take any personal financing classes in college, I think that there's a lot of things that we can all learn. So I want to make that video just for, you know, information and to maybe inspire some people. So if you want that, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. That lets me know that that is some content that you would love to see. And yeah, I believe that is all of my goals. Let me just double check before I turn this video off. And I would love to do some follow-up videos on my 2021 goals and how I'm sticking to them, how I'm implementing them into my everyday life, and the kind of tips and tricks that I find that maybe would be helpful to you guys. So that is the end of this video. I would love to hear what your 2021 goals are. There might be some things that you share with me that I didn't even think of, and I just think it would be really cool to share goals. Like I said, I really just want everyone to have a safe and healthy 2021, and thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe so you can help your girl get to monetization, okay? So go ahead and click that subscribe button, give this video a like. Why do I keep saying that? Please give this video a thumbs up because it really supports my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.